Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming. My name is Stuart Rogers. I'm the president of Edgemont Gold Corp. We are a newly listed company. We're focused on copper-gold exploration, a porphyry target in northern BC near Houston. I guess to summarize what we think we have, what makes us a good investment opportunity. We have a management team, track record of success. We've done this before with other projects going back for 30 years individually for most of us, at least. We have a low market capitalization, which I think gives a lot of leverage on discovery. We've got a market cap of just under $5.2 million. We're drilling 7 kilometers north of a high-grade gold-silver discovery made by Sun Summit, just to the south of us. And prior to announcing that drill result, they had staked all the land right up to the southern area of our boundary. So it gave us more encouragement we were onto something with the work we were doing. We've developed drill targets, and we've now drilled them. These were identified by magnetic and IP surveys that we conducted, soil and outcrop sampling that we did in 2019, and data that we had from historic drill logs filed with the ministry files that indicated some pretty good results from some deep holes. More importantly for us, what I like is access to infrastructure. We're 6 kilometers from town. This is Houston. It means low drilling costs. It also means we can drill year-round, and we can be back drilling in January and February as soon as we're ready. We just completed a 7-hole drill program. Assay results are pending, which are probably, we're looking at first quarter of next year. The Corp just went in the lab at the start of this month. The capitalization, 26 million shares issued and outstanding as of today, essentially. Fully diluted is 35.2 million shares. Shares held by management are 17%, and Treasury in October 31st was $2 million. By the time we finish paying for the bills of the drill program and the assays and everything else, we'll probably end the year with 1.6 million. So we're funded to do another drill program as soon as we're ready in the new year. Dungate is, as I said, right outside the town of Houston. Houston's in northern BC, south of Smithers, which is the supply center for the north. We've got access to infrastructure, workforce, road and rail network at Houston, hydropower. We are right along the Equity Silver Mine Road, just off that road. That's a past producing mine now owned by Gold Corp, 26 kilometers to the south. What got us into this area was initially when it was presented to us in 2018 as a project we'll look at. My partner Joe Campbell, an experienced geologist, looked at this and said it's really a good copper-gold porphyry target, but what excited us was a drill log from 1975 from the only deep hole ever drilled on the property that indicated 142 meters of abundant copper mineralization at the bottom of the only deep hole ever drilled. And we don't have the assays, but that gave us encouragement. There must be something down there. So we got to find out what that means. So we went and did all the basic work, the surface sampling and mapping, anomalous gold and copper in soils, of course. We had gram samples of 0.5 copper, 1.6 grams a ton gold in outcrop. And the gold was interesting because back in 1976, the last time this was ever drilled, they never assayed for gold. That wasn't of interest at the time, but now it is. Mag survey in 2019 indicated the known defined area of this, the Dungate intrusive, corresponded with a mag high. When we detected another mag high to the north, indicating another larger intrusion just to the north, and we then staked that ground, so we expanded the property position. With the mag survey, before we went drilling, the next step, let's do an IP survey, see what this looks like down to 250 meters depth, 16 kilometer survey. We identified a 1.2 kilometer long high chargeability IP anomaly, coincident with a strong magnetic high. This map sort of just gives a breakdown of what we had in 2018, ground that we added in 2019, and the staking we did in 2020 to cover the intrusion to the north. We now hold about 1,582 hectares of land in the area. This slide shows the magnetic anomaly on the property, circled just in red to the bottom, and then the hidden intrusion to the north. With that information, we went out and did the IP survey. The IP survey was coincident with the magnetic high, and it was a strong 1.2 kilometer chargeability anomaly. So we basically had the information we need to go to the next step, which was to drill. The drilling was targeted for discovery on this project. What we did was, you can see on the slide, the IP anomaly and circled, you can see holes 1 to 3 and hole 7. They were designed to test the IP anomaly over 800 meters of strike and coincident with the IP line sections, so we could identify from the results we're getting from the assays, how does that correspond to the IP, what's that telling us. Holes 4 and 5 were a bit of a flyer to the north to test the edge of the hidden intrusion undercover to the north, And then hole number 6, we had started out as a 6-hole program, but we had time. The driller was still available, so we said, let's throw another hole in. So we did this one just on the edge of a mag chargeability high to see what that would look like, and that was interesting. So what do we know? So we've done the drilling, assays, all the cores in the lab. What we know is that all 7 holes hit zones of quartz veins, breccia, and stockworks, sufficient sulfide in the system to explain the IP anomaly, and there's multiple mineralizing events on the project area. 6 of the 7 holes drilled sulfide mineralized porphyry, 5 holes ended in porphyry mineralization, 2 holes ended in mineralized host rock. We identified chalcopyrite, molybdenum, and drill core from both the porphyry and the host volcanic rocks. We also identified a quartz pyrite breccia zone in 2 widely spaced holes. Why that is of interest is with Sun Summit, their discovery, just 7 kilometers to the south, their gold zone was in a quartz pyrite breccia. So the fact that we had that on our property was very interesting, and that we were able to drill through where we thought that was on this property and identify that same zone. So this again was last drilled in 1976. It was just shallow holes when they were drilled. They were no more than 100 meters deep, long, and they were never assayed for gold. So the fact that we're seeing gold in this system is very exciting for us. I indicated management team has experience. This slide, you can have a look at. We've done this before. I guess I give a lot of credit for identifying this project and bringing it to us to Joe Campbell. I also give him credit for bringing us the Yellowknife City Gold Project that Goldterra is now exploring near Yellowknife and developing a resource on around the past producing mines. Prior to that, he developed the Meladine Gold Project, was responsible for the discovery team, and he introduced that to Agnico Eagle, and that's now a producing mine for them since 2019. So Joe is really the key here. He's got the expertise on exploration, and working with Joe at Goldterra, we raised $30 million. So we have experience in the capital markets as well. What I like about this deal is that we have the structure in this deal. We got a low market cap. We didn't go crazy issuing shares. It's only 26 million shares out, as Gwen said. When there's limited supply with a discovery, you have an opportunity. We're in an area now, not only with Sun Summit's Buck project to the south, where they drilled a new exciting high-grade gold discovery. The whole area is staked now around us. There's other companies in the area. We found that Teck has a claim block just the other side of Houston from us, a large claim block. So there's a lot of activity in the area. We're accessible year-round, which means we can go back, we can do work in January. It's no problem as soon as we're ready to do it, as soon as we know where we want to go after we see these assays. The 7 holes were all deep holes. The deepest hole was 550 meters, the shallowest was 450, and the deep holes were in mineralization, a couple of them when we ended, because it was just, the driller wanted to go somewhere else. He has other work to do before the end of the year. And we are fully funded. We at the end of having completed this program, paid all the bills, we'll have about $1.6 million. Our drilling costs are $200 a meter up there. We're ready to go in the new year, and we have our drill permit in place. A multi-year drill permit, where all we have to do is just go and inform them where we're going to drill, and away we go. So we're ready to go in the new year after we get the results, which are expected, hopefully, as early as possible in the first quarter of next year. And thank you very much.